I'm going to say this. The one thing that I love about you and I is that we always have so many different topics that we want to cover.
Yes.
So here's my input. I think that maybe what we should do is just cover off little topics, 15 to 20 minutes, because we've got the next God knows how many fucking months
Right?
that we're homebound, and we can do this, as often as we want, because this is it. This is our,
Yeah.
social connection, and connecting, is so important with people. So let's just keep at it. Let's just keep
We'll
at it
keep
with our.
at it and we'll throw these podcasts out as we record them, and no rhyme or reason, right?
No rhyme or reason, my friend. No rhyme or
Here
reason.
it
So
is. It's Saturday morning. Both of us did our hair because our podcast is now on YouTube, right? And
I know.
and isn't it funny that as we were just chatting a little bit prior to recording, both of us thought the same thing. I'm doing my hair and I can't even go out after.
Oh, I know. I woke up, my hair was so curly this morning. I'm flat ironing it. I had Billy Joel playing. Love Billy Joel. Just felt
Oh,
in the mood to listen to him. And all of a sudden, Piano Man came on. Sing
oh,
us a song, you're the piano man. And I thought to myself, I just want to be in a piano bar with my arms around everyone and singing.
oh, I know,
No?
I know. And here we are in, I don't know, phase 2 of COVID 2020.
Well, and I've always said I'm doing well. I feel good, and my job's going well, and Jenna's doing well, and I've got so many things to do outdoors. But I'm going to tell you, last night I had a couple of FaceTime dates with a couple of girlfriends, and I said to them, I said, I feel it. I feel a little bit like, wow, we really need to make sure that we are moving forward and taking care of ourselves, and however that is going to look for people, you have to find what you have to do for you right now, because by the end of the year they're saying 10,000 cases a day in Canada is what our numbers, that's what we're trending towards.
Wow.
And and I look at that and I think, everyone is in this for the first time. The whole world, the doctors, the scientists, our healthcare system, which we're all thinking it's going to crash. I mean, there's so many unknowns, and there's so much fear.
Yeah.
And we need to make sure that we really go within and take care of ourselves.
And
So
my heart goes out to the small business owners. Last week, I went into a little coffee shop where they sell my books, and just to see if I needed to restock. And I was chatting with her, and it reminded me that this summer when they reopened after being closed for weeks, I'm not sure how long, and she had said back then, if there's another lockdown, we won't survive. We'll have to close our
no,
doors. And we
no.
didn't
And
necessarily talk about that last week, except that she did say, I'm angry. I just have so much anger in me. And yeah, my heart just goes out, right? And so this looming lockdown is, it's scary for a lot of people.
well, it is. And and I'm listening to, whether it's politicians who, in terms of managing our country at a time like this. And the premier in Ontario, Doug Ford, he was saying something the other day, which, really sort of, you just feel for everyone having to deal with this. And he was saying, you know, come on, like we're all trying to find a balance here, to shut down the mom and pop restaurants, the businesses that are people's livelihood. People have families. Like, nobody wants to just shut everything down right now. We're all trying to find a balance, from how trying to run the country, and internally, like inside yourself, we're all trying to find that balance.
And restaurants, and they're not shut down yet in our area. I live in a quite a rural area. We have 10,000 people in this town, and I think there's one case right now. So we're doing really well. And I was supposed to take a friend out. I've been trying to take her out for lunch, And it just, our schedules just weren't jiving. And so I had sent her a message, can I take you out for dinner? And I hadn't heard yet that the premier of Alberta had said, let's just hang out with family members and that's it. So so that's why we ended up doing a virtual chat. And I thought, yeah, that whatever restaurant we were going to go to has lost our business as a result of it. So yes, they're still open, but I bet you they're really quiet right now.
Oh, they so are, I mean, that's part of the industry that I'm in. I'm in food services, and I oversee all the healthcare accounts on the island, but the company I work for, the business, yes, are the restaurants, and several of my colleagues have been laid off, and and we all don't know what that's going to look like, in the months ahead. But we're not in this for another month or two. I mean, we're in this till next year. I mean, most likely. I mean, we're all speculating, right? We're all saying definitely until the spring, until there's a vaccine. Well, once that vaccine comes out, it's got to be rolled out, and it's not all of a sudden within 24 hours. We can all get back to our normal way of life. I mean, this world is going to be a very different place.
Normal is done. What was normal for us, we need to let go of that.
Yes.
There is no such thing as normal enemy. That there will be a new normal, whatever
yes.
it looks like. But I feel that it's really important for people to surrender and let go of wanting to have it the way it used to be, right here, right now, in this moment and moving forward, there will be a new normal. And it doesn't mean it's going to be worse. So many people are anticipating that it is going to be worse. Not necessarily. We are right now in the trenches, for sure. And I feel that we are all going to end up stronger for it. I just saw a quote.
Absolutely.
I just saw a quote, yes, today actually, and it was something along the lines of skilled sailors didn't become skilled on smooth waters, or something along those lines, right? So we all, and like you said earlier, it is about doing the inner work and letting go of the fears, and being present, I feel, is so important now, because we don't know what the future holds. But right here, right now, we're okay.
Well, and Jayka, that's something that, as you know, that myself personally is taking this time right now to really work on being present. I am a big believer in yoga, and I always have been. And it's something that I just do. I've done many classes over the years, but I've also done hours and hours just in the privacy of my own home. It is the best feeling for anyone, physically, mentally, spiritually. Yoga is not just about stretching, and it's cultivating your mind, your body, and your awareness. It really is. And so now the gift that I've given to myself is I've signed up for a meditation 10-day. It's called Vipassana.
Yes, I'm so excited for you. Right on.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've booked off. I didn't get into the one in November. So there are, I believe, 180 of these meditation centers, homes that are all over the world. And, anyone who knows me knows that this is going to be such a personal challenge, but I am so ready for it. It's actually 10 hours a day of meditating. You're the meditator, not so much me. I try. Pardon?
I've always wanted to do one of those. And when I was in Asia, I was looking at it, but I wasn't physically strong enough in Asia. And in Asia, they have you sleeping on the floor on a thin pallet and eating very little bit of food. And the conditions are quite, rough for this pampered Western girl. And I thought, no, that's not now, not at this time, but it is in my bucket list to do one of those. And yes, I'm so proud of you.
When I told you, right? Because you didn't even realize, a lot of people don't realize there's one here on Vancouver Island and in the interior. But to have one here an hour and a bit away from me,
That's
you
amazing.
know,
And
yeah. So a friend,
the fact that you are quite chatty, as we both are, right? This is going to be amazing to, for 10 days to not speak, to go within.
to go within. So I mean, I know how and I'll talk more about it, closer to the myself going or afterwards. But yes, it's 10 hours a day, and you start your day at 4:30 in the morning, and it's all volunteers who go back to, for the cooking. But now here's the thing is that, they are open right now. They're doing it very safely. You have to get, obviously, screened and everything before you go, but it may shut down. I don't know, but I'm on the list. So for me, knowing that I'm on the list and I've booked off the 10 days in December with my work, and I'm just going to keep booking off the sessions, right? Because they actually say it may take a couple of months to get in, but you also need to be ready to go when you get that email that says you're in. And then I believe it all happens within a few days. So I'm just right now, taking this time to really focus on within and slow down my mind. And I was actually reading something the other day, which really made me think. I'm just going to share it with you actually, because I took a screenshot of it on my phone. And I remember when I read this, I thought to myself, oh, I just want to go. You know that feeling when you read it, you just think, I just can't wait to give myself this beautiful experience. So it says, one of the most profound benefits of Vipassana is the ability to cultivate a feeling of inner peace. This peace rests at the core of your being, and the process of quieting the mind and detaching from the world around you leads to a greater awareness of this peace. And I thought, how beautiful to
Yes.
be able to give that gift to myself.
Yeah.
So, everyone's on a different journey right now. For myself, it's all about slowing down, going within, quieting the mind. Um, my job is so busy. I'm really enjoying it. I really am. I have a great team, but the time after work and on the weekends, it's all about myself and Jenna. I have her 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off now, my daughter. So I now have 2 weeks to myself, which I can admit I love. Last night I've got my wine going. I have dinner. I'm doing my yoga. I had a couple of FaceTime dates. Often I'm cleaning my floor on a Friday night or a Saturday, but
Right.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to just stay
And part of
organized.
the preparation, because they had said to you, make sure you're prepared, you have the time off work. Another part of the preparation is, once you get into this, it's not really a retreat, or can you call it a retreat,
I
is
think you.
to be prepared mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and maybe set an intention. What would you like to, how would you like for it to show up? And yeah, start to practice. I wonder if it would be an idea for you to even do a full day of silence at home and see what that feels like. To turn off internet, your phone, everything, and have a full day of silence. Just a little practice. Just throwing
Well, it was
it out
a
there
good
for
friend of mine who. Yes, it was a good friend of mine who actually recommended Vipassana to me. She lives in the States,
you.
and she's the one who mentioned this to me in March. And she said the same thing. She said, try, for a couple of hours, because I do not try, sorry, I do meditate, and
Mhm.
I find my time during the day to do it. And it would be difficult, I think, because you have all the distractions around you of being in your own home.
And that makes it
So
more
that's
powerful.
why. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I've actually booked, uh, yeah, I plan on taking many hours to myself in the days leading up to it. And I have been trying, and even if it's yoga, I mean, that's a form of meditation as well for me.
Do you know, Kathy,
Right.
make everything a meditation. When I work with my clients, I will say to them, when you're cooking dinner, you can make that a meditation. When you're playing music, when you're out for a walk, meditation isn't just sitting cross-legged and saying Om. Meditation is mindfulness. And when you are very mindful and present, doing whatever it is, painting, singing, cooking, walking, whatever it is, it can be a meditation. Yoga is a beautiful experience. I actually don't enjoy yoga so much. And last weekend, I was part of a retreat, a virtual retreat. And they had on the Saturday and the Sunday, they had a little yoga in between for us to stretch and whatnot. I have also been really, really busy in my coaching business, which I am very grateful for. And I'm feeling it a bit in my neck and shoulders because I use Zoom. I'm staring into the computer all the time. And I was doing the yoga kind of in my own way. And I don't really enjoy yoga. But then there was a woman who did a whole thing on sexuality. And she said, okay, everybody get up. And she played this music, this beautiful, beautiful music. And she said, just move however you want to move, dance. That is my thing. I am like a hippie in disguise. I am that person. When you go to a folk fest, I'm dancing at the front, right in front of the music. I just love dancing. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to get up in between my sessions every time. I'm going to put some music on and I'm just going to move my body and make that my yoga. And it can, so
Yes.
dancing can also be a meditation. It's all with mindfulness aspect of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Then I'm meditating every Friday, Saturday night because I'm dancing away in my kitchen.
Perfect. Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. But I will say, and that's so your personal choice in terms of yoga, that I really feel that it's something that so many people can benefit from. And that's just myself, but I've been doing it since my 20s. Like it's always been a part of my life. And right now I'm so grateful for my yoga because I get to do it every day, start my day like this. And usually I'm driving up and down the island for my job, but I get to walk in these beautiful trails and and just really take in all the natural beauty around me. So as we all, I mean, we all can, right? We live in a country where, there's a lot to do in our backyard, right? That's outdoors.
And I'm fingers crossed that they're not going to take it to the next level with.
No, I know. And they may. So I think this is a good message. I think this is a good message to put out to people to really, do what you have to do to take care of yourself, especially moving forward right now. It's not an easy time. And, this morning I was on the phone with my nephew, my sister. Oh, by the way, oh my goodness, I need to do a shout out. So hi, Karen. And you know why? Because I had my call yesterday at 11:30. I get the half an hour with her, and Amanda was there, and she set up the iPad, and she said to me, if you do a podcast this weekend, and I said, I am. And she said, email it to my send it to my personal email address, and I will put it on the iPad and play it for her on Monday or Tuesday.
Love it.
So I know. And so, so how wonderful is that? So hi, sis, she's watching right now. And I am feeling right now for, just her son is doing really well, and her daughter, who's 18 and 20, Samantha, will be 21 next month. But those are really, my heart goes out to, the younger generation, the ones that were supposed to be going traveling, or, one of my friend's son was supposed to be going to New Zealand. John, another girlfriend, your son. Yeah. And another friend's son was supposed to be going to Thailand for a year, So it's just that generation who I also really feel for.
My niece started university and she's doing it online. And when I was I stayed with them for a few nights when Ian, my husband, was in the hospital. I stayed with my brother and sister-in-law, and I said, "Hey, how's school going?" And I remember my first year, my freshman year at university, and how fun it was, and interacting with all the other students and partying and living in dorm away from home the first time. And here she was sitting in her bedroom. All her courses are online, and she's like, it's okay. And my heart went out to her, because there's just so many opportunities that they're kind of missing out on. And this generation, I mean, there is strength, inner strength, that is coming out of this. And
Yes.
and I have to believe that, and I know this to be true.
Yes.
And on that note,
Yes.
I think we've hit about 20 minutes, and that's what we're trying to do, right?
Perfect. Perfect. Because
Yes.
I could keep talking, so could you, of course.
Good.
You know what? Let's wrap it up.
Yes.
We're just getting back into this world of podcast and
my
so
love
fun.
goes out to everyone in the world right now, however you are doing with the current situation of COVID. My heart goes out to everyone, and it's all about love for me. It's all
about love and being kind. Be kind. Everyone be kind to each other.
Reaching out to loved ones, right? Isolation, loneliness, depression are all very real side effects of the COVID. And so if there's someone in your family or close friends that you know doesn't have loved ones living with them, if they're living alone, reach out to them. You know, Zoom or Skype is such a beautiful way to connect still, right? It's obviously you're not able to hug and touch each other in person, but
oh God, do I miss human contact. Hey everybody, dance. 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 Play some music in your private home and just dance.
Dance.
Right?
Yes. Dance. All right. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you too.